Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do here on the Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. Yesterday, we cashed another NBA Player of the Day. We've been hot, ladies and gentlemen, and we're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. We took the Indiana Pacers plus the points yesterday. I told you guys on the Jam Session, with or without Halliburton, I thought grabbing the points with the Pacers is the best place to be. Them boys have gone stupid, dummy, crazy at home, at the crib here in the postseason, man. In all honesty, I could make a legitimate argument that the Pacers should probably be up 2-1 here in this series. But we saw them blunder away game one, blunder away that game yesterday. Now they're down 0-3. And, well, quite honestly, nah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey. Goodbye. Hell of a season for them Pacers, man, but it looked like we might got to bring them brooms out for the Celtics, man. And in all honesty, we might got to bring them brooms out here in the Western Conference Finals as well, as the Mavs looking to take a commanding 3-0 series lead at home at the crib today, man. I cannot wait for this game tonight. Should be a really good game. I'm going to break down in detail how I see this game and series shaping out. I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books. Let's smash it per usual, man. Let's make some money tonight. And without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get her done. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves, a.k.a. the House of Disappointment, out on the road facing my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. Mavs 2.5-point home favorites here in this one. Look, I think this is the toughest game of the entire series to call. I'm going to just call a spade a spade. This game right here is for the series. Short, sweet, simple. I'm on my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks. Personally, I'm laying the 2.5, and we might got to get the brooms out. The one thing that makes me nervous in this basketball game, though, is the Timberwolves just took 3 games out of 4 off of the Nuggets in Denver, who we know goes stupid, dummy, crazy at home, at the crib in Denver. That's the one thing that makes me nervous. But when I deep dive the game, when I look at game 1 and game 2, and I deep dive it, bro, the Timberwolves were built to beat the Nuggets. That's how their team was assembled, to beat Denver. They matched up really well with Denver. So when you look at it through that lens, it doesn't surprise me that they did do what they set out to do and beat the Nuggets. They don't match up well with Dallas. We've seen that through 2 games. They just do not match up well. The Mavs can create real matchup problems for Minnesota off the high screen and roll and the switch. Can I expect Jaden McDaniels to be prime Klay Thompson like he was in game 1? I don't think so. Can I trust Naz Reid to be prime Klay Thompson like he was in game 2? I don't think so. Anthony Edwards, he hasn't been that same player in this series as he was in the 2 previous against the Suns and the Nuggets. When Luka Doncic sees Rudy Gobert on that switch, it's yams, collard greens, catfish. These are braised oxtails, and these are neck bones. Y'all know the Shannon Sharp meme, man. Look, I just don't see an avenue where the T-Wolves win this game today. I just don't. I'll be the first one to tell you from the start of the series, did I see bringing the brooms out? No, I did not see us bringing the brooms out. I thought we would steal game 1. I thought Minnesota would respond, win game 2. Mavs come home, win 3 and 4. Timberwolves probably win 5, and Mavs close them out in 6. But after the Mavs stole game 1, and we actually saw it play out on the floor, I told you I like the Mavs game too. They create real matchup problems for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns is not having a good series. Anthony Edwards is not having a good series. The Mavs' two stars are, though. Luka Doncic having an amazing series. Kyrie Irving, had a great game one. Game two wasn't his best, but still, I thought he's playing really well in the series. The same thing I said from the start of the series. I thought the Mavs were the better team. I thought defensively it was pretty much a wash. The Timberwolves, you look at the numbers full season, they were the number one defensive team in the NBA. You looked at since the trade deadline, since the Mavs had become the Mavs, acquiring Gafford and P.J. Washington, they were the number one defensive team since then. So I thought overall, collectively, defense was a wash. I thought the Mavs, had the two best players in the series, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. I thought they also had the more experience. This is Luka's second Western Conference Finals. We've seen Kyrie already win a ring before. We've never seen anybody on Minnesota be in a conference finals. So I thought the Mavs had the advantage in the experience. And lastly, what I talked about mainly in game one, two great defensive teams. What beats great defense? Great shot making. I love Anthony Edwards. He's not necessarily a shot maker. He's not shooting, off the dribble mid-range fadeaways. You know what I mean? That's not his style game. That's why we saw at the end of the game the other day, they had an opportunity to take the lead. What did he do? He tried to create his own shot. He ended up throwing the ball away. He's not really a shot creator. Well, the Mavs have arguably two of the best in NBA history in Luka Doncic. We saw he had Rudy dancing on that last play. I'm here to tell you he would have had just about anybody on the planet one-on-one dancing like that as well. And I don't even need to talk about Kyrie's shot making. He might be the best shot maker in the history of the league. So I think that's what ultimately gives the Mavs the edge, man. The two, when it comes down to both teams, the two main pieces for the Timberwolves are Cat and Anthony Edwards, and they are thoroughly getting outplayed by Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Mavs come back home, a chance to really choke out the Timberwolves, take a commanding 3-0 lead. I'm on my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. I just tried to explain it to y'all on how I see it and why I see it how I see it. Again, it's probably the toughest game of the series. I expect the Timberwolves to play really, really hard here in this game. We've never seen a team come back from down 0-3. Well, to be honest, we've never seen a team in the conference finals fall down 2-0 heading on the road and come back. Teams that took home court advantage 2-0 in the conference finals are 16-0 in NBA history. So the Mavs are in a really good position right now to take care of business today and possibly close them out in a couple days. We might got to bring them brooms out, man. We might got to bring them brooms out in both conference finals. That's what's crazy. We might got to bring the brooms out. Tonight, ultimately, I'm on my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks. I think they're just a better team, playing the better basketball with the two best players in the series, with the more experience. And usually, that's enough to book your ticket to the finals. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And, of course, I have premium plays over at the site. We've been hot, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward. Let's continue kicking the crap out of the books. Let's smash it per usual, man. I really, really do appreciate y'all, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'm out of here. Peace.